Good morning, Dave here with Organic Gardening in North Carolina. It is March the 31st, so it's time for a March garden tour. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you what's going on. Garden is really starting to spring to life because we've been getting some warmer weather finally. Just listen for a second to all the birds and life around here. Okay, back to the tour. Here's my biggest blueberry plant. It is blossoming, getting ready to produce. This is some, it's called Premier Kale. It's got a nice flat leaf. This is comfrey. This is my fig tree that I uncovered. It was packed in straw for the winter. And the tips of it didn't make it. They were sticking out of the straw, but looks like what was in the straw is making it. You can see the buds here. Okay. Here's my garlic that I planted last fall. Some Swiss chard, some carrots that I planted last fall. They're starting to get little carrots on them there. This is some Goliath spinach. Pardon me while I have a little breakfast. I planted a lot of garlic this year. Here's a patch of cilantro. My goji berry. It's looking healthy this year, finally. The plant that I bought really didn't do anything at all. It just sat there. So I'm happy I've got some new sprouts coming up. Maybe they'll do better. I planted some potatoes in here, and they are coming up. This would be potatoes. And I put some straw over them. Straw from the bunny cage. This is a volunteer peach tree. It's doing really well. A peach or a fruit tree from seeds, from what I understand, will, in all likelihood, not produce anything like the parent plant, because fruit trees are basically cloned, where they use a rootstock and then they put called a scion, or a cutting from a known variety, on top of it. So the rootstock gives it good roots, and the scion gives it a known plant that's basically a clone. So this one from seed, I can wait and see if it produces, or I could get a scion and graft it on top of it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but we'll see. Oh, that looks like a potato coming up over there too. Didn't really remember planting one there. But I got some arugula coming up there that I planted from seed that I had saved. Actually, a lot of arugula coming up. We'll have to thin that out. Strawberries coming to life. These are my ever-bearing ones. I have a little patch here that I planted for the grandkids, basically. Dahlias that I forgot to take out of the ground made it through the winter, which that was a surprise. these flowers I planted from seed. I think these are called bachelor buttons. I had a little no transplant winter sowing cover over the ones right here. And you can see they did really well. But even ones outside of the cover came up. And I think a squirrel has been messing with ones up there. Here's some sorrel that's been here for quite a while. A few years now. Looks like the squirrels are messing in this bed here. They're digging through it. Let's see, this is tree lettuce, which my gardener sent me by mistake. So I planted it. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I planted carrots over here. I'm seeing a few of them coming up actually. A little tough to see that, but right at the tip of my finger there you can see it. But this whole area should be carrots. Here's a nice little kale plant. It's been there quite a while. Those are some walking onions. I may have gotten them from Ray. They might be Tokyo walking onions. Here's another peach tree that came up as a volunteer from seed. Seems like I planted something in here. I think it might have been Freckles lettuce. Looks like it's starting to come up. Here's some more arugula that I planted. I think I planted this a little bit earlier. Here's a peach cutting that I just cut off of that one over there that came up from seed and stuck it in the ground. And that was quite a while ago, and it still has leaves, so I don't know if that means it's starting to get roots or not, but I guess we'll see. The raspberries are looking very good. I need to get under here and tear out some of this, some of the weeds underneath here. Put some more wood chips in there when I can see where the little baby raspberries are. I let this tea go one year and it about obliterated my raspberries because the tea is just real aggressive. Show you a little baby raspberry. See, there's a little baby right there. Little baby raspberry plant. There's bunches of those coming up all over the place. There's the raspberry patch. Here's some winter sown tomatoes. Don't see any tomatoes in there though. They either didn't come up yet or they came up too early and got frozen by some of our late cold. So we'll give them some more time. Here's some more strawberries. These are a June bearing variety that gets super big berries. So we'll have to see. In front of there's some onions I threw in from the little bulbs that you can get at the plant store. Here's my butterfly garden, which I planted with mostly a pack of wildflower butterfly garden mixture. I just noticed, hadn't seen this before. Actually has some blooms already. So I'm not sure what that is. I've thrown other seeds in here also. Here's a mustard plant that I planted, made it through the winter. Another one. Here's some winter sown tomatoes too. I'm not sure, it's hard to see in there to see what's coming up. It looks like it's mostly clover enjoying the nice cover. Same thing here. Let's pull it up and see if there's any tomatoes in there. Not seeing any tomatoes. The clover is surely enjoying it though. This is my bloody dock. Get out of the shade. There we go. It's looking real nice. Got some Swiss chard that I have to thin out. That's like a giant Swiss chard over here, and this is a regular Swiss chard. This I think is some kind of lettuce. This is my largest fig tree that I had covered with wood chips inside a little fence, and it's starting to bud out. Here's some mustard. It's going to seed. It's where my Jerusalem artichokes were, which I'm digging them up and eating them now. I need to do that quick because they're starting to sprout. In fact, I should do that this weekend if I get time to do that. Okay, here's some winter sown cilantro. It's doing really well. Some winter sown broccoli, which is doing okay. Actually, it's doing pretty good, actually. Here's some radishes. They might be daikon, I'm not sure. Some other radishes over here. Then I have a row of carrots coming up here. Here we go. This is horseradish, which I didn't dig up this year. Guess we'll just keep letting it grow. Some more garlic. This is mach, M-A-C-H. It's a nice little green. I planted pepper plants under these winter sowing containers. We'll see if they come up. Looks like I got some lettuce coming up under this one. Definitely has some lettuce there from just volunteer seeds. There's peppers planted though. I don't see any yet though, but it's just starting to get warm, so we'll give them more time. Whole lot of mosh starting to go to seed. My raspberry that I just planted this fall. I'm sorry, it's a blackberry that I just planted this fall. Last fall. Here's the patch of carrots that I planted last fall. Some spinach that I planted this spring. Here's a Goliath spinach, another plant. These are some radishes. They're like black. I think they're black, something or other black. They have a black on the outside. Here's some onions, Texas Baby Grano 502. I planted these under a little plastic cover also, winter sowing. So when they get a little bigger, I can transplant them out into a row and give them some room to grow. And it looks like some more garlic. I'm gonna have a lot of garlic this year. Here's another onion that you can see I put under the cover for winter sowing. These are white sweet Spanish. So it's about time to let them out. I'm gonna let them get a little air, get a little used to the regular temperatures, and then I'll uncover them in a bit. Here is an apple tree that I just did a video of planting it in the ground. It's a Stark Grand Gala apple dwarf. And guess what? It's got some blooms on it. I don't know if they're gonna make it into apples or not because it's such a young plant, but it's nice to see that it's looking that healthy, that it's starting to produce. One other thing I wanted to show you is my sugar peas or snow peas. I forget which they are, but I planted them right along this tomato trellis on the back side, and they're coming up pretty well all through here. This looks like it might be Cellutus, which is sort of a lettuce that grows like a celery type of thing. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's a little chilly. Well, it's time to go make a salad. It's time to start doing a little harvesting. So, have a blessed Easter and a blessed day. Thank you for watching.